Yes.
Oh.
So, judging from yesterday's game, Diggy was picked as well by MYA3 by East Tankia. 134 was the record, and Lolita was played by Ashley 153. But hopefully this time around we'll see. We'll see better stats coming from them. Hayabusa on the other side, Team XT.
Oh, they're gonna choose Hayabusa.
Easy big jaw hit.
I love the high loss, how he absorbed all the damage. You don't need
Flicking away just
That's
at like
nice. Yeah,
right
he let his team
last
take the
second.
turtle. But then, of course, in the cost of jaw hit.
Well, Johan also has to distract them away. Also for them following him up. Here we're gonna see Ashi might be the next one to fall. Skyway just burns him down. 70% of his health instantly disappeared. Here we're gonna see how it happened again. Loof, CZ here, unfortunately, trapped between a rock and 4 players.
Sandwich up, like a Subway sandwich from somewhere.
Oh yes, like a panini press.
Yeah.
There we go.
You can see the rest of Loof just looking around, finding the positions. I really like this bush play, you know, assassinating. Ashi is in trouble. Valor of the Flames are coming up here.
Exactly, so this was the pushback that he did. We're also going to see that Angela is now back up here. John is there. What an amazing pushback. We're going to see that KYC will be the first one to be targeted down. ZZ is the next one there. Hong is there as well. Will they dive into it? It will be. Zon is the one that jumps back out there. The one member is left. Helke hides it out of there. But unfortunately, behind the enemy lines, it looks like we'll be in. Hubbles all the way to the back.
He's dead. He's dead. He's dead.
There we have it.
That was
turns up the heat, burns them to a crisp.
4K kill, ladies and gentlemen. How Loof wanted to trap Ashi down, wanted to stop him, but Akai and Angela came in at the right moment to stop the killing and get the 4 kill out here.
And then on top of it, they also got the tower, which helped their goal lead push further ahead. 1,300 in the lead is pretty decent, given the fact that Loof already took, you know, the first objective.
Yes. You can see that Mystic Burden, 2,000 goal lead for that 4 minutes in a row. They still have a lot of ground to go, and Loop SG, they are, you know, they are still not phased. They're going to go in for objectives, but they have to be careful for
Really
another
good
still.
timing as well. They knew it was going to be the case. They know that they had to back away and to heal up after that done. So Mystic Burden could have done timing a little bit better. Looks like the next one's going to be coming out here. Zonzo goes in. Looks like Royal Z1 will deal out damage, but it will not quite be enough. 3 of them are clumped out. It looks like they will be able to get away to safety. Good split up, and unfortunately MCB does not call out for the right targets to be aiming for. But the Grog Ball was good to start initiating that fight, you know.
Even with the Cyclops ultimate and Archives just jumping in to use his ultimate as well during that time, it was a very good point that MCB could actually take 1 kill off of Loop. And you can see there's a bit of over-aggression as Cyclops managed to take down Jawhead with that tower dive.
Bottom lane's also being split push here. Natalia is doing a good job making sure that they're getting more objective gaming coming from Mystic Burden. And Loop actually unfortunately falling behind here. They need to stabilize. Lazlo is caught up there. Well, find a small crevice to walk through.
Natalia is still farming from the bottom lane, but don't forget, Helkut of Louvre SG is also farming in his own lane, so the both assassins are trying to get enough gold, enough XP and try to take down that turret.
Yes, Elka should be able to get the tower as well. The Loop actually will be able to do it. The ultimate doesn't use, he does get the tower down.
Yeah.
It would have been such a big disappointment if he did not manage to get it down.
Right. It was a bit of a waste of time, but hey, it's a fair trade right now.
It is a fair trade, that's right. 30 seconds left for Lord before he spawns.
I really love all these early objectives has been so crucial in the games now.
Like exactly, the timing is really working out
Yeah.
fine. They have sent one person down to clear up the bottom lane because they could potentially take the next tower as the next fight is there. Did Hongla see it? Helgen is right there. Roy might be taken down. Instantly be bursted away. Kuja now is the next person out there. We have Angler just running on him. Will the next lockdown happen? It will not quite be in. They're dancing between towers, right? The toss back does happen. Grok is removed.
The tower dive just coming in for Mystic Burden. They don't feel the burden of those turrets knocking them down the silence of hell because they know that they have Loop SG in their hands. Only 3 members surviving against the terror, the pressure of the Mystic Burdens as the military falls down. Valir!
Almost could be brought down dead.
Yeah.
So low on both sides. Natalia pushing out at the bottom side as well. Adding on the pressure 8-2. It is now still a very close 2,000 goal lead. So little. Only at 7 minutes.
Now here's the problem. The split pushes are always going in. So the tough part for
Natalia has crit already built on her. And Helgen has double
Oh
swords.
no. This is going to be a bit tough. Having such critical hero kits to have in is going to deal a lot of damage, melt down the tanks.
She cannot be taken on one by one because the factor if you get
Correct.
crit is going to be huge.
Not forgetting that turrets. The turrets are just melting down instantly and it opens up so much opportunities for Mystic Burden to take the game.
I do hope that it look like they're going to be aiming for the next fight out here. There's multiple people waiting in the side.
I think they got some mission ready.
Natalia needs to push a little bit more aggressively. I know because she doesn't see many people, she's being more cautious.
Correct.
But really, you're at a point where that can happen. If multiple members go in for Natalia, the rest of them can push out mid. Natalia is caught out here. She's being cautious. Angela jumping into Natalia before all the aggression comes through. They should aim out at mid. It is a free open turret. They know that multiple members weren't. A bit of a mistake here coming up from Mystic Burden. Give it to capitalize it.
Here comes the team fight as High Loss will pop their ultimate. Unfortunately, unable to save Valia as Akai comes in with his ultimate. The rest of Loop SG just running away back to country.
She's still alive.
Too much for them. Angela killing off that jaw hit and more blood comes in from Miss Burden. Loop SG, look at that top turret. Is unable, although Helken managed to kill off one before falling into the hands of Cyclops.
Kuja is doing such an amazing job here on that Cyclops. He is 6-0-6.
And he loves defending the turrets really, really well.
I mean, he has a wave clear on Cyclops. He also has the lockdown to dissuade the enemy team from further attacking it. Here they're getting more turrets. It's now 4-2 currently with 12 kills and 3 deaths. The goal lead ballooning forward to now 4,000. MCB is in the driver's seat, but it's their car to crash if they cannot end the game.
Correct, indeed, Sudo. And now the Lord has respawned. It's up to them in this team. Whoever wins this team fight will walk away with that Lord easily, unless they do have a Lord still coming on board. Loop SG in the middle of the lane.
What they're going to be doing now here is sending Natalia top. They should reveal Natalia so that the team is distracted.
Correct.
Then go in for the fight. It looks like it might be out here. Vali's ultimate is thrown down here. Kuja might be blocked out completely. Angela jumps in. He's still alive. He get out of it. He goes in for a kill as well.
And this is not possible for Loop to continue the fight. They will have to fall back. Despite, however, Helken is at the bottom turret and is able to take that lane down.
And Natalia's back up top.
Oh, trade kill, and it's not looking good because here's the thing, MCB or Mystic Burden, they have the upper advantage to try to take this lot without any confrontation.
Well, they simply do not have any means to be contesting this lot. It will be going over there. Natalia is doing such a major split pushing, as is Helgen. Unfortunately, not quite the same. Royal ZY will make sure that he's kept alive by evading that away. But we're going to see here now another top wave is going to be crashing into yet another tower of Loop SG. but they're sending the whole team to defend. It seems like mismanagement of resources.
And of course, you can see that both teams, even though their levels are equal, and the goalie is kind of like spending, but I feel that Loop SG has to do something here. First, they have to stop the Lord from pushing, and of course the split push comes in, which they can at least sacrifice another turret if they play the defenses really well.
The thing is, they can't really split push much anymore because the towers are gone. So it's perfect for Loop SG to stabilize the game if they can stop the aggression.
Correct.
Unfortunately, with immortality on Zorn there, he's going to be even more aggressive to be able to taking it. Valer is so far behind, only at 4,300 gold. Even Jorhead has more than him.
This is going to be tough for Loop SG. What will be their answer for this defense? They really need to step.
Natalia is the only one up there with Lord, as the rest of them are at the bottom here. The wall does get shot out. CZ does dive all the way in. Kuja is suspect. The right target, but no follow-up damage.
Oh, look at that. Now the resources are done already.
We bursted into infinity and further into beyond. We're going to see out here a huge big minion wave, which means they will be able to get this tower relatively easily. Zod on the other side does get up, but immortality is there. He has a second life.
He will still have to run away though. He doesn't want to get sniped down by the turret. But
Lord
that
does
wasn't
get
the
taken
case
away as
already
well.
here.
CZ!
Yep. Wow.
Leonard might be the next one to fall. The wall does get thrown out, unfortunately. Still buying some time. Valer finally put himself on the scoreboard by getting in. The top turret is down. The bottom turret already receiving damage. Mystic but they're driving the car well all the way to victory here. It is a clean 7,000 goal lead ahead.
I feel like that even they tried to do the tower dive, they should have rushed for the turret first before going to the tower dive, because they are very quick in melting down the turrets, which kind of like leave them one obstacle away. But I'm not sure, maybe a bit of, there's a bit of overconfidence. They want to get the kills and then ending the turret's life. I feel that if they end the turret's life first before the hero life, that would be better, in my opinion.
I think that's a very fair statement to make.
Yeah, but I think maybe, you know what, they are overconfident, they are in the mood, they are in the zone, they're going for the kills and stuff. As you can see, there's a team engagement, a little team engagement before everything falling back. Loop SG, they are being harassed. Now Arkai comes in at the right time despite the Hellcat's ultimate. Then Arkai is going to take down High Loss and leaving 3 members left behind for Loop SG. Loop SG is in shatters right now. They have nowhere to hide as the Valier falls to the hands of Angela. The turret will go down, and most likely that is the mid pseudo. What is your thought?
Royalty was that legendary now on Kuja Ray, and he's trying to find the last bit. It will be the end. Mystic Burden, strong performance, swinging back and hitting the ball out of the park in that first game. They need this if they want to be continuous into the forward momentum. Of today, there's going to be 6 games left, so good starting point. But we also saw that Loop SG was fighting back time and time again. The drafting was good for them. The execution starting to fail. The biggest question was that Valer did do some work, but looking at the items that was there, way behind. Just look at Valer's items. There's only one main completed item aside boots, and that's a little bit scary to be with it. On the other side, double immortality, Zon and Kuja with it.
I feel like Valer, he should have, do his production well. Instead of joining only for team fights, he should have taken lanes, should have taken a bit of creeps, because he can build his items or hero kits in a well-faced manner.
Right.
But the problem was really involved in team fights, and team fights were at the losing end, and that kind of like started his growth from being the perfect hero, or perhaps the key savior for Loop SG.
But I have to say, with the performance that's being done here, I'm quite pleased with both teams.
Yes.
Perfect
I think there's a lot of improvement sure that can be made, but we also have seen a lot of improvement from yesterday.
That is correct.
I feel like
Mystic Burden just came back alive.
even Loop as well. I felt Loop was playing a better game this time around
They did
than they did yesterday.
Correct.
Yes.
So one thing I definitely want to touch on is if I want to separate the heroes in Mystic Burden, this is how I would do it. Zorn and Nenas on the Akai and Grok were just amazing, just soaking up the damage, going in different times. Sometimes Zorn was going in, giving the stun, perfect position for everyone to go in and get the kills. Nenas on the other hand going in with the Grok. What do you guys think about the Nenas and Zorn?
Oh well, you go first, Sudo, because my one is for Loof SG.
Yeah, sure. I mean, Zorn here really did a lot of work. Zorn was playing Akai. He was, jumping in the right moment. He was separating team members away or, locking them up against the wall, which is exactly what you want from an Akai, and he played it really, really well. I think a huge prop needs to go out to Angela.
Yeah.
And Hungos was playing Angela, if I'm not wrong.
Yeah, Hangers with Angela and also Cyclops with
Kuja.
Yep.
But Kuja was phenomenal, but I think Angela really was, paying much attention to her.
Yeah.
Angela was doing so much
Phenomenal,
of work,
phenomenal.
not only saving team members at the right opportune time, but making sure that, her presence was felt